Professor George Gatsias is pleased to have the opportunity to share a few remarks about the infocommunication politics, culture, and power in the conference, Globalization and New Socio-Political Trends, organized by Link Campus University in Rome with International Sociological Association Research Committee Sociotechnics and Sociological Practice and Italian Sociological Association Political Sociology Section. The title chosen for his presentation is Infocommunication Politics and Culture, Greek Elections from 2000 to 2015 . He is afraid he had to fit rather a lot into his presentation, and so some of the arguments are a bit compressed. He has dealt with the development of infocommunication politics and culture. How infocommunication socio-political culture affects both the political power and cultural process in infocommunication globalization. He has also dealt with the role of digital technology, the internet, social media and the infocommunication socio-political landscape. So he would like to spend a bit more time to explain about the infocommunication socio-political landscape, the infocommunication globalization and the infocommunication video magazine model. With this context, he would like to examine the digital transformation of politics as new infocommunication socio-political landscape for producing and establishing digitalized socio-political contents both locally and globally. In addition, he analyzes infocommunication socio-political contents and services on infocommunication industrial platforms. Finally, he would like to recommend strongly that the infocommunication politics and culture should empower all socio-political managers and marketing people to develop the infocommunication video magazine model and infocommunication socio-political contents with global reach and local touch. Professor Gatsias pointed out that infocommunication industry is creating the infocommunication socio-political landscape by which we are increasingly getting things done in our everyday life. It is in this way that infocommunication socio-political contents shape the infocommunication culture with global reach and local touch. Moreover, if we look at infocommunication socio-political content as a digital product that defines and nurtures the way people make socio-political contacts and business, then infocommunication culture as a process not only changes local and global socio-political systems, but they change them in a very particular direction, by creating an infocommunication socio-political culture. It is naive to think otherwise. With this context, infocommunication political cultures have moved closer to the socio-economic action in Greece and across much of the world. Digitalized content of socio-political culture together with Infocom PC technologies, mobile phones, and broadband networks have challenged the traditional way we communicate, doing transactions and vote in infocommunication socio-political landscape. For example, information and communication technologies have radically reformed all socio-political systems in all countries around the world by establishing the infocommunication socio-political contents platforms. According to Professor Gatsias, the infocommunication industry has reshaped how humanity communicates and how people understand the role of culture and politics on the infocommunication socio-political landscape. The role of infocommunication socio-political culture is how to build, maintain and modify global socio-political systems, which are very important cultural mechanisms for introducing infocommunication socio-political culture. For example, politicians should understand the important role of infocommunication socio-political culture at global level together with the potential of infocommunication socio-political services at local level. In particular, the infocommunication socio-political content of traditional political systems involves the following areas of concern. First, digitalized of traditional socio-political systems. Digital technologies have digital transformed all traditional socio-political contents into infocommunication socio-political contents. For example, digitalized of socio-political contents are increasingly produced, distributed, accessed and maintained in digital form, creating a new legacy, the infocommunication socio-political culture. Second, Digital dissemination of global socio-political activities by using the Internet, social media, info-communication, cloud computing platforms, broadband networks, that is, socio-political activities are digital and global on the info-communication socio-political landscapes. For example, dissemination of traditional political activities can be aimed at global distribution by using websites, social media, info-communication video magazines, that is Greek Politics Journal, and cloud computing. Third, info-communication socio-political services involve functions which can convert the real, physical form of socio-political services into digital format. With this context, the introduction of the info-communication socio-political services platform is likely to activate, engage, and transform socio-political services into digital formats on info-communication socio-political landscapes. According to Professor Gatsias, the info-communication socio-political landscape, ICSP, is a type of digital space which consists of digitalized socio-political systems, digitalized socio-political payment models, cloud computing services, multifunctional info-communication devices, Infocom PC, all type of mobile phones, computers, tablets, PCs, etc., socio-political mobile applications, info-communication video magazines, and broadband networks, in which all national economic, cultural and political systems together with traditional socio-political global and local platforms become open, transparent and accountable to info-communication socio-political regulation mechanisms and to global and local socio-political markets. In addition, all national states systems together with traditional socio-political systems need to behave according to the logic of socio-cultural public interest principles. With this context, info-communication socio-political globalization is a type of socio-political globalization which is defined by the Internet democratic participation, the global culture, global socio-politics platforms, digital socio-political transactions, the net generation, info-communication socio-political landscapes, info-communication socio-political regulative mechanisms and socio-cultural public interest principles, in which all economic, cultural and political systems together with traditional local and global socio-political platforms become open, transparent and accountable in info-communication globalization. The revolution of the Internet is a reality. With this context, the information and communication technologies together with Internet has radically changed how politicians organize and manage digitalized socio-contents and services. The Internet has become a vital socio-political cultural force during the Greek elections from 2000 to 2015. Moreover, IBM predicts that 1 trillion devices will be connected to the Internet by 2015. Professor Gatsias pointed out on his books that the digital revolution is the driving force which is likely to transform all traditional socio-political contents to info-communication socio-political contents platform. The new Internet is different in many ways than the old Internet, but it is the main factor for digitization of all traditional political activities during elections, that is www.eclogesonline.com. Moreover, info-communication socio-political contents have changed how socio-political payments models operate in recent crises. For example, mobile contactless payments together with plastic credit and debit cards are the main drivers to develop a digital payments culture to all politicians during elections campaigns. The period of digitalization we are going through at the present time is full of surprises. According to Professor Gatsias, what we experience is not a process of measurable changes, but a series of wide-ranging upheavals in traditional political systems. With this context, info-communication politics are subject to: first, info-communication political content, ICPC. Digital political content such as big political data will be dispersed across an info-communication socio-political landscape. For example, Traditional political contents get dematerialized and easier to handle. Whole video socio-political content archived in digital format on external hard disks or on infocommunication cloud computing platform or in infocommunication video magazines, easy to have access and customize. Playlists adapted to different situations are available on a single mobile phones, iPad, etc. Second, infocommunication political networks, ICPS. With this context, traditional political networks are likely to be digital transform into infocommunication political networks, ICPS. That is, the infocommunication cloud computing platforms are helping to improve distribution of socio-political contents and services and develop faster and lower-cost geographical expansions. Moreover, it is likely to introduce mobile promotion and social media networks to develop digitalized socio-political contents both locally and globally. The infocommunication political networks are likely to set up infocommunication cloud computing platforms which enable political managers to develop with global reach and local touch vision a socio-political roadmap in order to effectively manage their socio-political contents and services in recent crises. Third, the Infocommunication Cloud Computing Platform, ICCP, has placing politicians on infocommunication socio-political landscapes. Digitalized socio-political content are a reality in our everyday life. Politicians have access to digitalized socio-political contents and services anytime and anywhere by everybody on the infocommunication socio-political landscape. Professor Gatsias pointed out that digital consumptions and infocommunication socio-political services, really appearing in our everyday life, for example creation and upload of digital images through brand new technologies, cut and paste approach, Googleism, social networks, mobile phones. Digitalized socio-political services increasingly circulate across national borders. Digitalization of socio-political images, voices, text and videos of global political systems are borrowed and adapted from other local places on an unprecedented scale, producing new hybrids but also, for some, reaffirming the value of socio-political accountability. This brings opportunities to local politicians to develop more sophisticated infocommunication socio-political services, that is video magazine Greek Politics Journal, www.eklogisonline.com. For example, the digital technology of interactive voice recognition, which enables a computer to process voice into text and text into voice, has changed the way many socio-political systems function in infocommunication socio-political globalization. Recently, socio-political contents and services, that is programs, films, records, books, comics, images, magazines, newspapers, payment systems etc. have been fully digitalized and transformed into infocommunication socio-political contents and services platform. According to Professor Gatsias, digital consumptions and infocommunication socio-political systems are subject to infocommunication process of socio-political systems. Socio-political contents and services are digitalized and managed by using social media and the infocommunication video magazines model, that is Greek Politics Journal, www.eklogisonline.com. Infocommunication organizing socio-political content. The research material, the socio-political management process and the specific socio-political planning methodology are organized in order to develop a specific infocommunication socio-political model, that is Greek Politics Journal, infocommunication video magazine, to manage smart socio-political content with global reach and local touch. Infocommunication promoting socio-political networks, the stage at which to coordinate. All socio-political marketing people are coordinated and involved actively at infocommunication socio-political marketing, all that necessary socio-political marketing steps in order to digital transform socio-political contents and services into promoting infocommunication contents and services, that is mobile socio-political applications, infocommunication video magazines, etc. Infocommunication operation of socio-political systems. the entire necessary steps which are formed by the socio-political managers to promote info-communication socio-political services in order to introduce a specific info-communication socio-political content. Info-communication monitoring and evaluation of socio-political systems. The entire functions for monitoring and evaluating the effectiveness and efficiency of all info-communication socio-political contents and services both globally and locally. This picture outlines the digitalized transformation of cultural and creative industries to info-communication contents industrial platform. Professor Gatzias also pointed out that the above process of the info-communication socio-political culture is a roadmap for creating successful digitalized socio-political contents which are subject to the innovative socio-political political management and marketing models in info-communication industry. In 1998, in his book The Info-Communication Industry, Digital Services, Global Markets, pointed out that the info-communication industry is likely to be a reality in 21st century. Moreover, the info-communication industrial platforms are the info-communication devices, digital access systems, the info-communication networks, digital distributed systems, the info-communication contents, digital content systems, for example digitalized cultural and creative industries, the info-communication services, digital services systems, the info-communication security, digital security system. In 2015 the above info-communication industrial platforms are a reality. The info-communication video magazine model is emerging gradually as socio-political management and the marketing digital platform. This picture outlines that the info-communication devices industrial platform is a reality. The info-communication device platform is now a 5-screen world. According to Ericsson report, total mobile subscriptions were around 6.8 billion in Q2 2014. Of these, 80 million new subscriptions were added during Q2 2014. However, the actual number of subscribers is around 4.6 billion, since may have several subscriptions. Moreover, according to different Ericsson reports, the future is mobile. With this context, the traditional socio-political systems are likely to be fully converted to info-communication socio-political contents and services by 2020. Professor Gatzias pointed out that technological options should be translated into social political realities in order for all socio-political systems will be fully converted to info-communication socio-political contents and services by 2020. Because the competitive advantages of the info-communication socio-political culture are flexibility, the ability to create info-communication socio-political landscapes with local control and local resistance policies according to changing environments. For example, the traditional socio-political systems have changed radically. The socio-political managers no longer rely to promote politicians and political parties on traditional mass media analog platforms such as film, publishing, television or recording. They now operate across a number of different info-communication socio-political networks by using social media, mobile socio-political applications and the info-communication video magazines model. Scalability, the ability to promote info-communication socio-political regulations with little disruption in info-communication globalization. For example, the traditional socio-political regulations have undergone significant shifts. Long-standing traditions of local socio-political systems have been dismantled. Important socio-political decisions are increasingly carried out at global socio-political markets, that is encouraging a global socio-political public interest principle to be developed in recent political, cultural and economic crisis. Survivability, the ability to preserve info-communication socio-political content and services both locally and globally. For example, the info-communication socio-political landscape has become increasingly important in local socio-political markets. The infocommunication socio-political culture provides a competitive advantage over other traditional socio-political systems that is creating infocommunication socio-political contents at any time, anywhere, by everybody. One main conclusion that arises from Professor Gatsia's presentation is that traditional socio-political systems are increasingly being deconstructed, and are digital transformed to new emerging infocommunication socio-political contents and services platform in recent political, cultural and economic crisis. With this context, socio-political managers and marketing people should digitalize their management and marketing socio-political systems as soon as possible in order to be able to have practical solutions to all socio-political challenges that is the infocommunication culture. The Infocommunication Video Magazine Model, that is Infocom Video Magazine's Greek Politics Journal, the Infocommunication Payments Model, that is the Global InfoCash, are a reality. See more about the Infocom Video Magazine Model, www.eclogesonline.com.